Hello everyone, and welcome back to an English podcast channel. I'm Ryan, your host.
And I'm Clara. We're really happy you're here with us today.
If you're learning English and you feel slow when you speak, this episode is especially for you.
Yes. If you often think in your native language first, and then translate into English in your head, you're not alone.
That happens to many English learners.
And the problem is, by the time you finish translating, the conversation has already moved on.
Exactly. So today, we are going to talk about how to train your brain to think directly in English.
When you start thinking in English, speaking becomes easier, listening becomes clearer, and even writing feels more natural.
So stay with us, because we'll share simple and practical ways you can start thinking in English every day. Clara, let's start with a basic question. Why is thinking in English so important?
That's a great question. If you always translate from your native language, your brain is doing double work.
Right. First, you think in your language. Then you search for English words.
And that creates a delay. You pause, you feel nervous. And sometimes you forget what you wanted to say.
That's why fluency becomes difficult.
But when you think in English, your brain forms sentences naturally, without translation.
And that helps your confidence.
Yes. Words come faster, and you don't feel stuck.
Another big benefit is listening.
Absolutely. If your brain is already thinking in English, you understand conversations more easily.
You stop translating every word and start understanding the meaning.
And one more thing, pronunciation.
Good point. When you think in English, you hear English sounds in your head, which helps you speak more clearly. Now that we know why thinking in English is important, let's talk about common mistakes.
Yes. These mistakes stop many learners from improving.
Mistake number 1. Depending too much on translation.
If you always translate, your brain never learns to think in English naturally.
It's like using a calculator for simple math forever.
Exactly. At some point, you need to trust your brain.
Mistake number 2. Thinking too much about grammar.
Many learners try to make perfect sentences in their head.
But that slows everything down.
Native speakers don't think about grammar rules while speaking.
They just speak.
And they make mistakes too.
Mistake number 3. Fear of making mistakes.
This fear stops people from thinking in English at all.
But mistakes are part of learning.
Fluency comes from practice, not perfection.
And one more mistake. Not surrounding yourself with English.
If your daily life is only in your native language, your brain won't switch to English easily.
That's why exposure is so important. Now let's talk about solutions. How can learners actually train their brain?
We will break this into simple steps.
Step 1. Name things around you in English.
Look at your environment and think. Table, phone, chair, window.
Then move to simple sentences.
For example, I am sitting on a chair. I am drinking water.
Step 2. Talk to yourself in English.
Yes, it may feel strange, but it's very powerful.
Describe what you are doing.
I'm getting ready for work. It's a nice day.
Step 3. Use an English-to-English dictionary.
This helps your brain stay in English, instead of translating.
You learn meanings through English, not another language.
Step 4. Start with simple sentences.
Don't try long or complex thoughts.
Short sentences are perfect in the beginning.
Step 5. Have an English voice in your head.
Plan your day in English.
Ask yourself simple questions in English.
And finally, surround yourself with English.
Listen to English podcasts. Watch videos. Read simple texts.
The more English your brain hears, the more natural it feels.
Now let's talk about daily practice.
Because knowing the steps is not enough.
You need to use them every day.
Start your day with English thoughts.
End your day by reviewing your day in English.
Set a no translation time every day.
Even 15 or 30 minutes helps.
Talk to yourself out loud.
And write simple thoughts in an English journal. Thinking in English takes time.
You may feel slow at first.
That's normal.
The key is consistency.
Small daily practice brings big results.
So don't give up.
Keep practicing.
Keep thinking in English.
If this episode helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
And tell us in the comments. What tip will you try today?
Thanks for listening to an English podcast channel.
See you next time.
Happy learning!